Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 15 of Life After Foster Child. And if you are returning, welcome back. And at the end of the last part, we were trying to decide whether Clark was going to go into the same school as Evie or a different one. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to see what the options are in terms of his what he's going to get out of it, I think. So if he was to go to Brightchester, which I can't remember, it's Foxbury, not Brightberry. He could become a lawyer, and I think history helps with that. But he could also, I'd be more inclined to have him go into like robotics or engineering. So in which case, getting a distinguished degree from Foxbury makes more sense. So I think we're going to try with Foxbury for him. And I seem to be celebrating. Celebrating that he got in. And are you going to keep celebrating? So if it starts to cause problems, then I'll have him switch schools. University, enroll in a university. Let's see. He looks like he needs to scrubberoo himself. Yes. When he's finished. There we go. So we have to select a university. So we're going to select Foxbury. And fingers crossed it doesn't cause them any problems. And of course, we're only looking at distinguished degrees. That's why I'm choosing them. We can always go back if they don't have one that we want. So this one leads to things that don't interest me. Computer science, well, he already is a computer. He doesn't need to go to university for that. Economics, administrator, which is school. Investor is the business degree. Again, not really interested. Fine art? Really? I wouldn't have thought that was... Anyways, whatever. So then we're going to look at physics. Physics lets him become a mechanical engineer, a scientist, or a space ranger. And psychology lets him become a professor, and other things. It's just nothing that interests me. And villainy, I don't think that's his thing. So this one lets him become a mechanical engineer. And probably I skipped the computer science. He could become a computer engineer. So he could do the computer science degree because he wants to get the robotics aspect of it to become a computer engineer, which kind of makes more sense for him because he does have the programming already. I was only going to do one, but the second one is they're still look like they're computing nothing to do anything that he really needs. So, but we're going to do two. It might be difficult. Hopefully they're on the same day of the week to make it easier to go with his work. So we're going to obviously stay at home. And so, yeah, programming principles, computational ideas. Well, I guess he'll work on, so he's got like no money to pay. He's taking, his courses are costing less than what his scholarships are. So there we go. So he has to take, he has to do term paper. So that's good because I prefer the term papers. So now he's, whatever. Let's actually take a look here. I'm curious. I was on the right thing, knowledge. So he needs to, it's saying he completed the Renaissance sim. So just by somehow, I'm not sure. We got that. By enrolling in university, it seems like. I don't know if it's a glitch. It kind of seems like it shouldn't be like that. Nerd Brain, he still needs to reach Max's logic skill. And then we're going to stick him in the spellcraft and sorcery. He needs to win some duels. And we're going to go back onto academic because he needs to get a few things done. We're going to actually put these walls into cutaway. And he went outside to go do the thing out there. We're going to have him come here and first rally the troops. Let's get that going because it looks like he's a little bit tired. Evie gained some followers. So what is his schedule? Actually, that is an important thing to look at. So he worked, they're every day. That's not good. So he has a class every day of the week. One is from 3 to 4:30 and they're both late in the day, but they probably both conflict with his job. Monday, Tuesday, Friday. So 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay. 10 a.m. to 3 Monday. So the only one is, so this one would conflict. Monday. Yeah, so we're going to have to take some vacation days. So we're going to take a vacation day tomorrow for him. So we're going to go, because it's Friday tomorrow, and Friday he has a class at 1:30, which would conflict. But the Tuesday, it doesn't conflict, so that's fine. So we're going to go in here, like I was starting to do. I was just double checking that I got it right. Go on his work tab and take a vacation day for his tech guru career so that he can just go to work. Because this one he has the class in 17 hours. So he has to take the final exam and do his homework. So what I was starting to do before I started to go look at the homework aspect is I want him to read this research and debate so that he gets to level 3. Really? You only just learned that your wife is creative? She writes, she paints. You didn't notice that? Okay. A little odd. And let's check with Evie with her work. She has to do final exams for both of them, and she has homework in both of her classes. She at least has Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so hers are better because they're like all together. But we're going to, because she has that, we're going to have her do her homework. So, and what level? But she already is level 3 of that research and debate skill. So we're going to actually, I'm curious, why don't you come actually with this one and not in the bathroom and practice debate. Let's see if you can get up to level 4. Because she's close. I wasn't sure. I wanted to actually see. I mean, I could have looked at her skill tab, but I just did it this way instead. And she's level 4, and let's see what that gives us. She can gain more study progress while studying. She can now research more skills. Okay, so it wasn't anything that was going to help her with her homework. But we're going to have her do her homework anyway. So we're going to have the plant collecting for herbalism. I looked, and she actually has no herbalism skill whatsoever. So she's going to have to work a little bit with that one. And you didn't get very far on all these things because it's stored. I hope you're not eating this. You throwing that away? Good. Good that you're throwing that away. So why don't you, Clark, come over here? Because I don't know that you got that far ahead with your needs when we rallied the troops last time. So let's rally the troops again. Yes, because you're still a bit tired, because he was pretty tired. I'm just kind of waiting for this Harvest Fest to end so that we can move the gnomes back outside and they won't be bothering us. But there's no point moving them because they just might get in our way anyway. So we're going to put that into that. It's not the dishwasher. It's the stove. Put that into the dishwasher. Probably should have put it into the garbage. And we'll put that into the garbage. And I mean, where is he in his fame? I can't remember. I think he needs to level up a little bit more, because then here it is. He has 2 points, but he's only level 3. We want him to get to level 4, because it means if he quits, he can get rehired where he left. And so that would kind of be a good thing for that to happen. But he's not level 4 yet, so I don't really want him to quit his career, and he's not really getting anywhere. But he has a class tomorrow, so we can't even have him stream, because he'd have to leave, and then he wouldn't be able to stream while he was gone. So he hasn't done any of his homework. So we're going to come here. I was kind of waiting to do it I was waiting for him to level up. Did he level up? He has not. He still hasn't got there. So you're going to come into the bathroom, and you are going to practice your debate, because I need you to get up to level 3. That's my goal. And then we're going to have you guys do your homework. And let's check it on the little kiddo. She's pretty hungry. So when I played last, it was before the game was updated to fix the toddlers and the needs issues in general. But now it's supposed to be fixed. So hopefully it'll be easier to deal with 2 toddlers in the house. Look at how hungry she is. You eat one of those apples. You wake up, sweetheart. You eat that apple first, and then you can go potty. And she got her meal, okay. I'm just double checking that everything. Go eat your apple and then go potty. Or go potty and then eat your apple. I guess, since that's what you want. And you should just get up and eat, because you're hungry. You're very hungry, sweetie. And Jasmine, of course, I'm still trying to get her to get nominated for an award, but she's just not happening. So we're going to put that over here. We're going to have you. So he's reached level 3 like I wanted. So you're going to produce a new track. You don't really need to because you look like you have one already there. So you could study trends. I need you to get, she could write a book. She could really do another song. Because the one she did was, I believe, It's Easy to Tell. Let's come over. Let me do that. Why don't you get why don't you get your mail, and then let's check with the licensing. So we don't want anything to do anything on the piano. We need to do violin or guitar if we're going to do a new song. And I know she has something started in her inventory, but it's a guitar, and we need a guitar. So that's actually a good one for us to work on. We do have a guitar. It just doesn't happen to be out in the world. So maybe if we put it in the world, it'll work. Yes, it did. So we're going to resume that plucky tune when we're done. And the kiddos are eating. We probably should have someone. You should come here. And you know what? Actually, before you do any of this stuff, you have no homework to do. You're going to come here and watch channel between TV, and then we'll hopefully get the kids to watch. What are your skills? Because now we're going to concentrate on getting their skills up a little bit. So her potty is max. So you're going to come here and just watch that. And you're finished eating too. You kind of need a bath. Well, you can make do for a little bit. You can come watch that with, I guess, your kind of cousin. Not by blood, but through the fact that they were raised together as siblings. So you are sad you had a potty accident. So you got to level 3. And now it's time for you to do the homework for your course tomorrow, which is programming. So we're going to come in here and do that homework now. Come on. And programming, I think, is what I said it was. Yeah, because the skill is programming, and of course he's maxed his programming skills, so I'm not going to give him much. So the downside of taking Sims that have maxed their skills is when you actually do your homework and you study, it builds the skills. But if you've maxed them, then you're not going to get anything out of it, but you still have to do it. But having higher skill, from what I can gather, can help you get better grades. So you're kind of better to be higher, but maybe not fully maxed. But it is what it is. So I'm just going to go with that. And you, Evie, my dear, you need to do your homework. So just get it done so that we can be done with your homework. And then you can do other things. Because you just have... Keep looking. You just have exams, whereas Clark has a term paper and an exam. And I generally prefer the term papers. Those are my favorite of the 3 things that you have to do for the final class, essentially for the final thing of the class. Because my Sims will randomly get really, really uncomfortable and queasy from doing exams and needing to study some more, even if they've maxed their skill, which I find a bit odd. So we're going to take these seed packets. I'm just going to dump them all and sell them all, and then put the gnomes all outside. So I'll be back when I've done that. Hopefully I got them. Jasmine didn't end up doing what I asked her to do, so we may as well have her give a bath to, I believe it's Celeste who needs the bath. Yep, she definitely needs a bath. And Alice is still watching TV. So we're going to actually have her do something thinking related. So we'll just have her go around doing some what's thatting of things. And they're doing their homework. And she didn't do the bath like I asked. So I'm just going to look after them. And we're going to be back when they sort of go into class to sort of see how that goes. Just so we get that in this part. Well, I had Evie busily doing her homework, and then I realized her class was starting, so she's off to go see that. I have Clark still working on his homework, but the homework he's doing is the one from 5 days, but I just figure I'll let him maybe finish that, and his class isn't for 6 hours, so then maybe we'll have him read little Celeste to sleep, hopefully, if she's still awake. By the time I had Celeste going around, like, looking what's thatting things to try and get her thinking skill up a little bit. So he's gonna go off to tell her, go read her to sleep. And then, when you're done that, you look like you're once again getting a little tired. So why don't we come here? We'll wait till you're finished. I don't want to interfere with that. So we're going to have her actively listen. I have not noticed a difference between actively listen and taking notes. They both seem to help build the skill. But the skill, and she is at a class we want to build the skill on because she's at the herbalism class. And doing the homework did help her with her herbalism skill because she reached level 3 of herbalism while doing it. But she is a top-notch toddler. She has the scout trait. And I wouldn't be surprised if she also has some other reward traits that I have got for her that I would have to look. And if I haven't, I probably could get them for her that help her learn things more quickly than she already does. And I probably got a club boost. Let's take a look at the club. And because we have oodles of points there. We can even make it a popular club. And yeah, I haven't even bought very many skills. I think the main thing I wanted, boosts actually, the main boost I wanted was the rally of the troops, and then I haven't been in here since. So we didn't even have the herbalism boost in here at all. So that was with no boost from the club for the skill. And I don't know that the homework boost helps with the university, but we may as well get it just in case. And we're going to get the robotics, and the research and debate boost so that it helps with those things that they need. And I don't know that they have much flower ranging because they keep wanting to have a bee box, and I haven't got that yet. So, and he needs a logic just in general, so we may as well get a logic boost, and we'll just leave it at that. There we go. So she is actively listening. She's going to need some fun when she gets home, but she doesn't have a class again until next week. So she's going to be good to go with respect to, oh no, she's the one who has all her class. He's the one who doesn't have a class for 2 weeks. So she may not actually get her homework done. I didn't do that very well, and she needs some fun, but you know what? Sorry. So she got a decent grade. She didn't do very well. Oh well. That's what happens when you don't know anything about. So we're going to do the homework for the right expectations because that's the one that's coming up really, really soon. And Jasmine's still working on her music. Clark, what you need to do here is we're going to help boost some needs by going here and rallying the troops. When do you actually go to your class? 4 hours. Yes, because yours are all later in the day and Evie's are early in the day. Now, can anyone help with homework out of curiosity? Oh, he got that refined Clark, which is kind of a nuisance. Can be a nuisance. There are worse things, but there are better things. So let's come here and let's try. Your still needs aren't still that good because I don't think we've ever quite got them up. Can anyone help her with her homework like you can with teens? Nope, I don't see that as an option coming up there. But can you? Nope. I didn't think you could. I just thought I would double check to see. I mean, I had really no idea. It just didn't strike me as something that I was expecting. So let's keep an eye on her. And she needs some fun desperately. And when is her class? Her class is in 46 minutes. So why don't you come here and play a little bit of, I think this is a decent computer, so we should get your fun up pretty soon. So it shouldn't be quite so like tanked like it is right now. So this class she's going to next, she has maxed the skill for, so we shall see. But I want to stop her playing before it's time to go to class, so she's ready to go to class. So hopefully she won't be late for the class, unlike how she was kind of late for the other class. Now, Jasmine, you are finding it probably uncomfortable and dirty and messy in here. Why don't we just rally the troops again? Because I kind of wasn't, their needs got down because I wasn't really doing it a lot. And why don't you come release a track if it's good? Normal is reasonable. And we're going to go back in here. The kids are sleeping. Oh no, Eve Celeste she's awake. I thought she was supposed to be read to sleep. Well, I guess, you know what, Jasmine? You should read her to sleep. Why don't you read Celeste to sleep? And let's see whether we can work with that and get that done. Because she really needs to go to sleep. And the cat's meowing. Chatting up a storm. Okay, you've done this. You don't need to talk anymore. You don't need to listen to that. You need to go release the soundtrack and then go read her to sleep. And I just almost missed out that she needs to go to class. She's going to need to go to class really soon. So I want her kind of ready to go. So go here so that you're standing and not sitting. So maybe you'll go to class quicker. Okay, we'll just stop the going here because you were going there. So now you're going to go to class. And when is your class, Clark? Your class is in 3 hours. So she's at her class. I'm going to have her actively listen. Then I'm going to have Clark go to class. And when they're both back from class, I'll be back. So Clark is home from class and Evie had come home earlier. She's been working on her research and debate. So she's now level 5. So she's more persuasive and can convince Sims to do her homework and cook meals. And both Clark and Evie got the same message for like Evie's second class and Clark's only class a day that they essentially did. They turned the homework in confidently and they got every bit of knowledge they could get out of the class. Of course, both of them, the classes were ones they've maxed their skill on, where Evie didn't get that message with her first one, where she's only, I don't know, she has gotten up higher on the herbalism skill, but she also maybe was a little bit late for that class. So I am wondering about maybe having them move to either Brightchester, to either the area where the Brightchester school is or to the area where the Foxbury campus is. There is like dorms there that I would turn into house, like there's ones that look like houses, but they're university housing, but we'll turn them into a house instead of essentially a residential lot, so that they could maybe be closer. But the downside is they don't get such nice weather over there. So I'm going to think about it, but if you think they should move or think they should stay, let me know down in the comments below. But that's going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!